you have current liabilities. And when you have current liabilities, it is easier for you to calculate current assets by making use of this formula. Now, current ratio equals to current assets upon current liability. Now, out of that, current liability is there. Find out current assets. Write down the formula. I'm just writing it here. Current ratio equals to current assets upon current liabilities. Okay, I'm just writing the formula first, then I'm going to add afterwards the amounts, right? Now, current ratio is given if you see the ratio, and the ratio is 2 equals to current assets. We do not know, I'm just writing current assets divided by current liabilities. We know that is 40,000. Write it here. Now solve the equation and find out the value of current assets.
80,000.
80,000. You can see current assets divided by current liability. If you want to find out this, then 2 into this will go to this side. So that will become multiplied by 40,000 into 2. So current assets comes to 80,000. Now just see where you can use this amount: current assets, current liability, and overdraft. Now you have three amounts. Earlier you have only two, out of which only this we have used. Current ratio we have solved and found out the values. Now next is fixed assets upon long-term funds, then liquid ratio. Now liquid ratio, what is the formula? Current assets less inventory. So current assets we have, inventory we don't have, divided by current liability minus overdraft. Overdraft we have, current assets we have, current liabilities we have. If we'll put all this information together in this formula, you'll easily get inventory amount. Find it out. Okay, now the next formula which you're going to use is liquid ratio. So liquid ratio equals to liquid assets upon liquid liabilities equals to, what does it mean, liquid assets and liquid liabilities? So I'm writing in short, current assets less inventory or stock, okay, divided by current liability minus bank overdraft. Just I'm putting the information in the formula. Ratio is given 1, so I'm writing here 1. Current assets less inventories. Current assets we know, current assets we have found out, and that amounts to 80,000. So I'm going to put this here, 80,000 less. In this formula, we are putting the amounts, okay. So liquid ratio equals to current assets less inventory divided by current liability minus overdraft. So current assets, we have written 80,000. Inventories, we don't know. So I'm writing as it is inventories divided by current liability minus bank overdraft. Current liability, we have it here 40,000. Overdraft 10,000. So 40,000 minus 10,000. If you will solve this, okay, 1 cross multiplication again. This is going to go to this side. So kitna hoga then? 40,000 minus 10,000, that is 30,000 equals to 80,000 minus inventories equals to, now inventories will come to, inventories or what we say stock will come to side 80,000 less 30,000, that becomes 50,000 your inventory. Now next tell me what else you can find out. Now from this formula what you can find out and how you can find out. Remember, long-term funds may say fixed assets, how much they are, that is said. So fixed assets, if they are 0.90 means they are 90%. If you take this 0.90 is in decimal, if you want to take this in percentage, that will come 90%. If you will multiply by 100, out of 100, 90%. Yeah, out of 1 hai 0.90. So if you take this long-term funds as 1, out of it 0.90 is fixed assets. So here only I'm writing the formula so that you'll understand. Fixed assets upon long-term funds means this is how it is written. Fixed assets upon means divided by long-term funds, okay, equals to 0.90. What does it mean actually is remaining amount of long-term funds is invested in the working capital. Long-term funds means total amount of capital used in the business. If I say out of that 90% fixed assets may invested hai, it means remaining 10% is invested in the working capital. So out of long-term funds, if fixed assets में 0.90 है, Then out of long term funds, working capital में 0.10 है. That is what we are going to make an equation. Working capital out of long term funds equals to 0.10. Now, how you have got this? Long-term funds, if you take them as 100%, out of that 90 is fixed assets, then remaining is working capital, and remaining means 0.10, right? Now, this equation you have got, now you can solve this equation. Working capital, do you know here? Right now, आपके पास amount नहीं है. First, try and find out working capital. So, working capital equals to 40,000. So, working capital equals to current assets less current liability equals to current assets are 80,000, okay, less 40,000 liability, this one. 80,000 less 40,000 equals to working capital 40,000. Now put information in this formula. Working capital you are not having, so पहले हमने working capital find out किया. Now next line, working capital divided by long term funds. Working capital is 40,000. So 40,000 divided by long term funds equals to 0.10. If you will try and solve, long term funds will come to
4 lakh.
4 lakh. So how you have found out this? We have moved this long term funds to this side, and 40,000 divided by 0.10. So that comes to 4 lakh. Now just try and understand, even if you don't see it anything here, you can easily understand working capital is 10%, which is this. ये अगर 10% है तो 100% कितना होगा? इसके 10 times more, that is 4 lakh. If now long term funds are 4 lakh, out of which working capital is 40,000, then remaining is your fixed assets. Either you can find it out like long term funds minus working capital equal to fixed assets, or put information in this formula only, right? So if you want to put information in this formula, I'm just writing it here, equals to, okay, fixed assets we don't know, I'm writing as it is, divided by. Now long term funds you have found out, and that comes to 4 lakh. So fixed assets divided by 4 lakh equals to 0.90. 90% of 4 lakh, and that comes to
3,60,000.
4 lakh में से 40,000 is invested in working capital. So इसमें से 40,000 गए, means remaining 3,60,000 is invested here, right? Now can you prepare a balance sheet? Last thing that is left is preparation of balance sheet. Prepare a format, okay, whatever components you have accordingly you can mention. So you have long term funds. You can either write long term funds here, or you can write it here shareholders funds or net worth. Why is it so? Because there's no borrowed funds, means all the funds are shareholders funds. So जो भी long term funds say, those are shareholders funds, okay? So there's no borrowed fund, so we'll call that long term funds as shareholders funds. Then here to this side you have fixed assets, okay, then current assets. Now tell me what all things that you have, just check it out. Current liability also we have, I'm writing it here, 4 lakh long term funds. Fixed assets 3,60,000. Then current liabilities 40,000. Overdraft 10,000. Then current assets, inventory. Okay, all these amounts we are going to put in the format. So let's start with this. Long-term funds means your shareholders funds, and that amounts to 4 lakh, and fixed asset 3,60,000. So this is 4 lakh. Then fixed assets 3,60,000. Current assets are 80,000. Current liability is 40,000. Now what else is given? Just check. Overdraft we have. So overdraft is a part of current liability. Okay, we are going to show it under current liability यहाँ पे, bank overdraft, which amounts to 10,000. Okay, I'm writing it in another column only because current liability will include this also, right? Now out of your current liability, which amounts to 40,000, current liability amounts to 40,000, separately overdraft you know, so we have shown overdraft separately. Then remaining amount is 30,000, what this may be, Since we don't know what this amount is, we'll consider this as other current liabilities. Okay. Current liability may say overdraft is 10,000 and other current liabilities are 30,000. In current assets, I guess we have inventory. Let's check. Inventory is 50,000. We don't have any other asset, okay, mentioned here, or any other element. We can check all the things we have written. We have to just do total and we have to just put this information properly. Now, out of 80,000, 50,000 given separately, that is inventory. Then remaining amount we'll consider as other current assets. 80,000 may say 50,000 is inventory. Then remaining amount 30,000 is other current assets. Because this and this together is this much amount. Total of assets is given. Then out of that we are finding out separate components. Now just we are going to do total of it, right? So 4,40,000 and this side also 4,40,000. So it is getting balanced. Okay, this is how you have to solve the sum on ratio to balance sheet. Okay, these are the main components which you have to find first. Capital or shareholders funds, current liability, fixed assets, current assets. Then remaining components you can find and can put them together.